Want to play Fortnite?
Oh, why? Because I'm all out of money! All out of...
So here's the situation. You have that kid that just wants to play Fortnite, but he can't afford a gaming PC. And you as a parent don't have that much to spend on one. So we went ahead again and tried to find a budget gaming computer. This particular one was only $40, and I had messaged him months ago in September, and he just now got back to me. And I picked it up for $40. Dell XPS 9100. If you watch the other Dell XPS video that I posted, you'll see that I had great success with turning it into a gaming system. I like the XPS over the typical Dell Optiplex because they're larger, they usually have more powerful power supplies, and this particular one came with an SSD. So all we had to do is clean it up, throw in a graphics card, and head to the games. Let's take a look inside. So this was just my initial opening when I bought it in the parking lot. You can see there's a lot of dust, and this is typical with the old Dell systems that somebody's had for years and years. This is a little bit different than the first one I posted. It has, oh yeah, that thing was just laying there, so that wouldn't have been good to turn it on. This one has a SSD in it, a Samsung Evo, which is nice. It's probably worth more than the whole computer. And this mystery ATI something. Couldn't really get it from the numbers. And then there's your storage drive. Usually these come with a 525 watt power supply, which is nice. This is after it was cleaned up a little bit. It's now running. Just didn't do a really deep clean, just got the dust off a little bit so I could check it out. You can see the fan is still clogged, but I like that shroud. I'm gonna get as many 9100s as I can because these are nice. This is the card that came with the first 9100, which I sold, but I never actually used the card that came with it, so I'm just playing with it now. And you can see how it slides into this bracket. That was the original design of the 9100, and right now I'm using a standard hard drive to boot up. It's just my test drive, and it works. That's the card that was in it. Still unclear what kind of card this is. Whatever was bundled. I looked at the numbers, but I didn't see a model number for it. But it's a good deal. $40. You get a 500 watt power supply, you get SSD. So all we have to do now is throw in a good, cheap, budget graphics card and see if we can play some games. So I don't have a video of me installing the card. That's pretty standard. The 980 Ti is basically the only one that I had lying around that I could put in that would be capable. If it was for Fortnite, I think it has to be at least a GTX 970. So this fits about right, and it's also a classic card. But the thing that I mean about buying an XPS over a Dell Optiplex, they're kind of the same price in most cases. They're hard to find, but if you find one, this one being a 500 watt power supply, it already had the dual PCI connection and the power to run a 980 Ti. If it was just a standard Dell Optiplex, you wouldn't be able to do that. So that's the advantage. If you can go for Dell XPS first, I would recommend it. And let's fire up this Fortnite and see how it works. And so here I am not knowing how to play Fortnite. I've only tried it 4 times, I think. And so I find it a little bit funny that you can just go up to somebody and hit them with the axe thing, and they don't shoot back. But I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to play it. Anyway, it runs pretty smooth. It's going about 70, 80 FPS. After I recorded this, I changed the drivers to the updated drivers, and then it went past 80, closer to, it would bounce between 80 to 100. There seems to be a little bit of a bottleneck on the CPU. Even though it is a 6-core, it is old and first generation, because this card would be 120 FPS on my computer. So it works. It got a lot smoother. I'm not sure if I should maybe have lowered the settings a little bit, because you could see a little stutter. But it worked out well. And there you go. Pretty much any GPU. And then finally I died. I got number 6, I guess. Any budget GPU and a Dell XPS, it's a good combination. All in all, a good find. And I just wanted to show you some of the keywords that I use. I usually start with Dell XPS, but that gets very few results. If you get lucky, you get one. Dell computer gets you old Dell computers. Gaming PC, but with a target of under $100. Maybe you'll find an old gaming PC. And then Dell Gaming. And these have worked out well for me. Anyway, good luck out there, and thanks for watching.